with. You do not. You can put on a front and sit him down in front of your phone for a whole whopping 5 minutes, but I'm sorry, you do not work with that child. A special needs, autistic, developmental, or learning delayed child needs significant amount of time. Significant, not 5 minutes here and there when you feel that you can put your phone down. I myself have told her that she needs to get off live, get off the internet. When is enough going to be enough? When they take her kid, or Oh, I didn't hear that one. If he's autistic, now at 4 years old, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not all of my kids, all of them, because I know that they say like each child that you have, you get like a little more comfortable with parenting, right? But at 4 years old, I would have never left my kids in the bathtub by themselves, let alone to tell them to bathe themselves. And if he's autistic, why would you not be helping him? Like, if he is truly autistic, why would you not be in there helping him? I guess that's the part that just kind of blows my mind. Like, you claim that he's delayed, you claim that he's autistic, so does he really know how to bathe himself? So what, you're just gonna let him like play in some water and call it a day like you do? She left him in a pool. Now, I did see somebody apparently was making fun of her like bathing suit. And she went from that little blow up pool to one that has like the poles and it's on a tarp and every. How does her apartment complex allow that? Is that not a violation in like Florida's laws or local city laws, or she had an extension cord in the pool? Yes, Tater. She lives in an apartment complex. That's why I don't know how that's like, because it's not only a danger to her, to like her kid, right? But you have any other child in the neighborhood, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors down, a couple buildings over, whatever. Deb, I don't know. I never learned. Oh, well, a duplex apartment, I mean, they're all still shared buildings. To me, it's kind of the same. Single story apartment. But like, you have other kids that, we'll say 6, 7 years old, right? You have a little play area outside, and you say, that the kids want to walk outside the door, and you let them, and then they see a pool and they run over to it. Ma'am, that is a drowning hazard. I know growing up, you weren't allowed to have that, well, like I said, whether it's a duplex apartment, like to me, like I said, it's to me in my mind, it's kind of all the same thing, right? Duplexes, apartments, they're all connected together. Um, but like the city, there's the requirements, there's the laws and the codes, and they're put in place for that reason, for the safety of surrounding, people. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a child. What if it is a severely mentally handicapped adult? Well, Holly, they would be able to tell. All that they would have to do is go to the damn water department and get a reading. But like I said, I did see that somebody had posted a video. Now I don't know where it's at. Hang on. Skip. Jesus. FAFO. Let's see if it pops up.
Keep going. Then it's work. This executive. You could. Hi, Gabi. People that.
Where did it go?
What? It's raw?
It was right here after the slurping and slopping and this. Dude, the emojis.
You like it pink? You will be
fine. Or the face.
Okay.
It was right after that.
There's a reason why I don't go out and buy myself. I have a right to be on this app. Here's the thing that I want to make very clearly.
Oh, this one. This one. There is no way that pool gets drained.
Sorry.
When she's not using it. But this is why I say apartment, because like, okay, these are duplexes or whatever all around, but they, to me, like, they all look the same. They're all kind of, But as deep as that is, it looks like it comes up to, probably about here. She does not empty that. And like this is fucking the grass. And they're okay with that? And then I found the one where she talked about locking a baby in a room. Oh, and this. Listen to how she says racist. This was some. Oh.
It was.
Listen to this shit, please.
Please open up your ears, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is that one.
Public service. I wasn't trying to be racist. It was. I probably should have never said it. It was in my head, and it came out wrong. It was the hair color. It wasn't matching the tone of the body, and so that's where I was trying to get my point across, but it may have gotten not out correctly.
It may
So,
not have gotten
I
out.
am sorry.
What?
Am I racist?
Racist.
No. Why? Because God made all of us. We're all one. Right?
Racist.
Love your
Racist. I
neighbors.
can't even say
Love
it.
your enemies. I'm
Racist.
not racist. Love your... No. Why? Correctly. So, I am sorry. Am I racist? No.
Race.
Why?
Tis. What?
Because
Race.
God made all of
Racist.
us. We're all one.
Race. I don't.
Right? Love your neighbors. Love your enemies.
Sam. Yeah.
I'm not racist.
I'm not racist. I'm not racist. She's not a racist.
Please open up your ears, ladies and gentlemen,
And this
boys
pisses
and
me
girls,
the
and
fuck
listen
off.
to what comes out of my mouth. When I have a baby, if I can conceive, with Cameron being autistic, obviously you're saying that I'm putting a newborn and locking him in the bedroom and keeping Cam out with me. You're incorrect. Let me go ahead and just get your facts in order. That's not what I said. I said when the baby is sleeping, that is when I will go ahead and put the newborn in there and lock it from the outside. And I said I had a camera, that I would get a camera into the room. Let's not, if you're going to say it, you might as well say everything, because I have everything downloading.
You should not have to do that. If you are being a legitimate, active, caring parent, you should not have to lock a baby. Do you know, let me tell you, dipshit, and I hope she's watching. And if not, I hope somebody's over here watching for her. Okay? You're a dipshit. Because what if, in the event of a fire, dipshit, you then have to get through that locked fucking door to get that baby out? So you're just gonna leave your fucking kid locked in a room? Like a dog? Because you can't fucking parent your current child? And I don't give a fuck if you have a camera in there or not. Do you know how much cameras don't pick up? Do you know, is that camera gonna pick up if that baby gets fucking, starts, breathing shallow or stops breathing? Hell no, it's not. And that pissed. Again, just personal, experiences. As a mother who had basically, I had a toddler and two babies. I could never imagine. And she's like, while I'm doing dishes or laundry or whatever. Okay, so we're going to say that you're doing laundry, okay? And the key to that fucking bedroom is on the counter. And Cam grabs that key, playing with it because you don't watch your fucking son. Oh, absolutely, Rita. Absolutely. But like I said, you put your baby down, right? And you lock the door. And then you put the key on the counter and you're doing laundry, not watching Cam, and Cam grabs that key and does fucking whatever. Kind of like, what, didn't he lose a dog collar? A dog collar that's much larger than a fucking key? So he takes the key, and then God forbid something happens, whether it's your fucking shithole or the neighbor's place and there's a fire, guess what you're not getting to? And guess what? I hope that you sit in fucking prison and rot. Just, well, and who Betty White was the one who did this because she also, after Gabi was like, open your ears, what I said was, and then she like backs it up with what she legitimately said.
On every single live for my protection. So you're gonna sit there and you're gonna say something just that, but you're not gonna say the entire thing that I said, then there's a problem. I will call you out. So please watch what you say, and if you're gonna say something, you need to make sure it's correct. Or I will pull up that video and I will show you. I am not going to have you say just those words, because you just saying those words are going to make me look bad, which is what you're all. If I said, yeah, Gabi said she's going to lock her baby in the bedroom and keep Cameron out there, what do you think people are going to do? What are people going to say?
I mean, so what did you say? Isn't it what you said?
The people that you're telling don't know. What I meant is that I said to keep that baby safe because of him being autistic. When he's taken or she's taken a nap, I said I was going to put him in the bedroom or her with the camera, shut the door and lock it so I can keep Cameron out here so there two are safe in case I need to do dishes or clean or wherever the case may be. If that is a crime, then whatever. It's not. It's not.
It is.
Did you mention that I said I was going to have a camera? Did you mention that it was when they were going to take a nap? Did you mention any of that? No, you didn't, because I just saw you. So stop. Enough is enough. If you are going to say something that I did, you better say it's the truth. You better say the truth, and you better say the exact words that I have said, or don't speak. Because if I'm going to watch, because I am not going to let you guys do this anymore. This needs to stop. And I will clear my name and pull up all the videos. And we can do all of that. We can go down that road, sister. I am totally fine with that. Now stop.
Listen carefully to Gabi's exact words.
What I meant is that I said to keep that baby safe because of him being autistic when he's taken or she's taken a nap.
And like that line right there, what I said is because of him being autistic. Just because he's autistic doesn't make him dangerous. Your lack of fucking parenting, your lack of getting him in occupational therapy, speech therapy, behavioral therapy, all of the different therapies that he needs, which I'm going to tell you here, just like I told you in text message, you can't fucking say that he's in therapy because you live online and everybody knows that he's not in therapy. And even if that there was a tiny little bit of time that he's in therapy at school, that's not enough. That's not enough. He needs serious help. And the older that he gets and the more that you ignore it and you let it go on, the worse it's going to get. You need to worry about the child that you have now and getting him the proper help and therapy that he needs before having another fucking kid. Period. Yes. Yes, Wit. That is what she says. Because
and we can do all of that. We can go down that road, sister. I am totally fine with that. Now stop. What I meant is that I said to keep that baby safe because of him being autistic. When he's taken or she's taken a nap, I said I was going to put him in the bedroom or her with the camera, shut the door and lock it so I can keep Cameron out here so their two are safe in case I need to do dishes or clean or wherever the case may be. Please open up your ears, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, and listen to
fucking gross. I hope somebody locks you in a fucking room. All right, so going back. So on January 31st, my phone is getting blown up. I'm sleeping. It is 11 o'clock at night. One of the calls, I do believe I still have the voicemail. Let me double check. Oh, this is the voicemail she left me at 11:30 at night.
Jessica, why did you send that to anybody, the letter that Faith wrote for court? And why did you mention anything about me going to the doctor or whatever and getting medication? You're the only person that I've mentioned this to. Please call me back and explain why you did what you did. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, bitch, what? Get out of here. He knows how to unlock a door with a fucking knife. Why does he have a knife? Sam, because that baby. I hate saying this because it literally comes from her fucking parenting. The hitting, the kicking, the biting, I really, really, really do believe that if she was to have another baby, he probably would hurt that baby. Hell no, I didn't call her back. I text her ass back. Okay, so here we have, what did you do? You see it started at 10:50. Wow, just wow. Thanks. Thanks. This is why, this right here is why I say that those fucking messages are her. She does not put a whole, text together. It's got to be bits and pieces. No punctuation. No nothing. So now you're just going to fucking ignore me. Oh, God. What is this? Very nice. I know that they're hard for her. So then she sends me a screenshot of our conversation. Hey, what does that? I want answers on why you did this. Bitch, I didn't do nothing. Right here states that everything in what I said in that green box asking you not to tell anyone about the doctor, and then the criminal charge against them, that was on Brownie's page, word for word. Who did you talk to that released that information? You are the only person that knew about that. So don't say that it would have been somebody else because it wasn't. I know it was you because you are the only person that I told about. So call me or text me back and tell me why you did that. So then I go on. Now, mind you, that was sent February 1st. Okay, let's look at the dates and times. February 1st. I did not respond to her until the 4th. Oh, I know. I know, Gabi. It's moldy too. Oh my god. Um, so I said I'll read it because people are like, read it, blah, 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 and then I'll show. I said, Gabi, hang on. I was really hoping I was taking allergy pills. This shit would quit. First of all, you don't know shit. It was not me. If I quote told, why wouldn't I have given your hospital papers too? Second, I'm beyond fucking tired of you blaming me for shit when you tell multiple people. From what I've gathered the last few days, either you told Mattress, who told Nelson, who told Brownie, or you told Nelson. Third, I don't believe that you're in therapy. If you were in therapy, they would tell you to stay the fuck offline. Fourth, you call me crying about how stressful this is, how you want to unalive yourself. I tell you, Gabby, you need to stop. No TikTok, no IG, no favorited. For your fucking son, you need to stop. You said, I know, Jess, I'm done. Hang on. I know, Jess, I'm done. I can't go back after this. You couldn't even make it 7 fucking days. And as soon as you get on, you're acting all Adderalled out. You fake call the attorney general. What the fuck do you think that that's going to do? I think that this attorney is right. This was after Brownie's live. About what the attorney said, like her acting and doing all of this. You fucking love drama. You love the hate. Let me tell you, when your son sees all this shit online about you and him, he is going to fucking hate you, Gabby, because you are choosing the internet drama over your son. I'm also fed up with being blamed and accused by these idiots about shit that I'm not and haven't done. But hey, that's okay. I have told you I don't know how many times that you need to stop and leave the app. Do you listen? Nope. Although funny, I told you, Gabby, you can't blame Brownie or Waffles or find out for the calls and texts because you don't know for sure who or where that they came from. Strange that Faith even said the same thing. But you still did it. I really wouldn't continue to push this shit with them. You're going to lose, especially if you remotely act the way that you did in court. I would take my happy ass to the court and stop the case with Waffles. You even said that you have no evidence against her. Finally, I also don't appreciate you calling me at 11:30 at night multiple times to falsely accuse me of doing some stupid shit while I'm sleeping. One, I don't fuck with Proton Mail, and two, I wouldn't give shit to Brownie. I also find it odd that you called me crying that you wanted to unalive yourself, but then you tell the hospital you have no thoughts of self-harm or anything. Why didn't you tell them the truth? I do wonder when is enough going to be enough. When you're in jail, when CPS takes Cam, when Aaron takes Cam and leaves, or when your son hates you for everything that you have done and continue to do. See, yesterday you kept saying that they weren't running you off. It's not about them, it's about your family. But you don't see and realize that. Also, a therapist or even a psychiatrist would tell you, Gabby, you have a problem. You love the drama and attention more than your own son. You're addicted to the drama. Another thing that proves that you're not seeing anyone. Also, a week ago you were referred. It takes more than a week to get in anywhere. There are steps and stages you have to complete before seeing anyone. Now, that I was referring to like intake. You call, you get the appointment, whatever, the referral, and then you have to go through intake. Once you go through intake, they'll pair you with somebody, and then blah blah blah, whatever. You don't just fucking call an office and bam, you're in therapy that same day. Doesn't work that way. Sorry, not sorry. Also, if you ever want your child to speak, stop with the whiny kid on the iPad who doesn't even speak English. You are teaching your son that shit. One, he sees a child whining to get their way, so he does. He listens to a language that he doesn't know or understand, so he's repeating that. I am done with the drama and the bullshit. It's all done, or all it's done is bring hate to my name and my family. when you don't even remotely listen or take any advice given to you. Oh, and the receipt that you sent me for having waffles served, that's not a sheriff's department. That's a third party server. See the LLC? It's a privately owned company, just saying. Oh, and finally, you can't say yesterday that you weren't on anything because the peace fingers, the kissy faces, the jumping around and yelling, that all kind of gives it away. Nearly a year ago, I stuck my neck out offering you a helping hand because you cried that you wanted it to stop. But you don't take advice. You don't listen. You blame people for shit that they didn't do. And for what? For us all to be attacked too? Heads up. Brownie waffles and find out intend to press charges, and that will stick. You lied in a courtroom about the C&D. See, your bestie, Patriot, Nana, had already threw you under the bus and admitted it was all fake. Then you say under oath that it's real. Speaking to a lawyer over the phone is not them drawing up a C&D. Also, you clearly showed and proved you don't have a lawyer like you continue to tell people, or your lawyer would have done the C&D, not Victoria. Your lawyer would have been at court. Just saying. Good luck. I really hope that you pull your head out of your ass sooner rather than later, before it's too late. Also, the screenshot you sent me does not read word for word as to what was sent to Brownie, and I don't know who you think you are demanding answers, but you're not my mom or my man. Again, I would have sent the screenshot backing up with what I said from my own personal email, not a Proton. And I know goddamn well I was not the only person you told. Kate, thanks. So then, if you want screenshots, there you go. That's the first part. I'm going to try to hold it steady. She responded, Jess, you are the only one that I talked to about this, so who else could it have be the ghost? I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck Mattress is, but she knew. Faith knew the other day in Nelson's live and also said she wanted Brownie and them to see and read the letter. Let me blow my nose. It's driving me crazy. Hang on. I said, here's what the fuck the email read. Big fucking difference in the wording. Also, it doesn't say a fucking word about you crying you were going to kill yourself, which you then told the doctor you didn't have those thoughts. You said that shit as a guilt trip and attention. Not caring or realizing that saying that shit can and will trigger someone. Something popped up about something inappropriate. I don't know, but then it's gone. And then I sent her the screenshot of the video that was posted with the actual email in it. And what you're doing and saying is not triggering me. Okay, just please stop. What is triggering, Gabby? Me calling you out for blaming me for shit that I didn't do or telling you the truth? If that is triggering, you really need help. And if you were actually in any type of mental health services, you would know and understand the meaning of triggering. No, trying to figure out who did it. You're not the only person that I questioned. But the letter, you're the only one that got Faith's letter, this one. Which, let me pause for 2 seconds. She literally just said, I was the only one who had it. Well, no, obviously Faith had it. And she tells me I'm triggering her because she's trying to figure out who did it. And she's like, this is the same one that got sent. The same picture that was shown. Yeah, the same motherfucking picture that, like, Faith sent you. What the fuck? I said, oh, bam, right there, Gabby. But you kept saying, and I quote, I know you did it because you were the only one I told. Now you just said you're questioning other people to find out who did it. Caught in another lie. So whatever. Fuck you, I'm done. Don't call or text me again. She said, I'm seeing 3 different therapists because I am struggling mentally. I am struggling and my medication. So please, I'm asking you to stop. Just please, let's drop this, okay? I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I don't want the drama. I'm just done. I'm walking away from everything. No, I'm sure Faith has it. Just like Aaron questioned how they got Faith and Mel's letter. Weird. I never seen or knew that Mel wrote a letter. And she said, it's because I never told you about Mel's letter. So why is Aaron questioning me about fucking Mel's letter? I never told anyone about her letter. Okay, you're walking away from everything, and we were yesterday while jumping around screaming. You kept saying how great you are, how they will never run you off the app, and how Gabi is back. You will never actually walk away from the drama. That's why you fake called the Attorney General after freaking out, asking me if he was really there, saying you were scared and you don't know what to do, but then make a joke about it, knowing that was going to get them going again. Right? Again, if you never told me about Mel's letter, how would I have been the one to tell Brownie when I didn't even know about Mel's letter? And then, so this was all the 4th, right? The 11th, I said, what happened to you staying offline? Does everyone have to apologize, but you don't? Because she was live. I'm going to pause so you guys, I'm not shaking. Because she was live talking about how people need to apologize to her. And I was pretty sure she was referring to me. But everyone has to apologize to her, but she doesn't ever apologize to nobody. Nobody. It was about the vet tech. It wasn't anything else. It was ridiculous. I don't want to talk about it. I go on to say, you don't have to talk about it, Gabi. They do this shit on purpose. Why? To get a reaction. To get you to do exactly what you did. It's not even about that. Yet again, you were back to being online, or you're back to being online 24/7, showing your every move in life. Why? If you were in therapy, they would tell you to stay offline because it's a trigger and addiction. After Aaron's birthday, don't be shocked if CPS comes knocking again for essay and neglect. Another thing, why don't you think that Brownie or them have been live? Their attorney and the attorney general has built a case against you and Aaron, a federal case. That is a big felony. No joke. Big jail time can be taken because you guys are both in jail. And sadly, right now, they will win it. But here's Gabi. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I need entertainment. I agree. I agree. And I jump her shit about that. And she says, what the heck are you talking about? I did jump her shit about that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I spelled it out for you. She said, no, please say it again. And like that right there kind of really pissed me off. Bitch, it is a fucking text message. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go the fuck back and reread it. Because you're not making any fucking sense. I'm doing everything by the law, reporting my income to Social Security. I'm including Aaron's income and everything, so I don't know what the fuck everyone is saying that I'm doing so wrong. But yet again, let's believe the people on the internet because they know about my life. Well, maybe because you actually don't know what I'm actually done with Brownie and her police department. So maybe that's why she's not live. But I haven't spoken